Right, so he's got to concentrate on the road. We're headed to Kentucky Fried. We're going to get... there's a car there.
Yeah, I know, and he's a prick.
No, not... Yeah.
She stopped me seeing what was coming.
What was I going to ask you? What do you think about that bloke that I spoke to yesterday, Chef Charlie? And he was saying that most of the good produce goes overseas. We don't even get it. So he's been doing his best to source stuff, but then it's expensive too.
Well, I even remember back when I lived in Wagga, which is Hereford country, and very famous Hereford country, best steaks, best T-bones. They had at the end of Baylor Street, or Fitzmaurice Street, which is the other end, there's this massive Murrumbidgee export company, and all they do is export all the best meat, Hereford meat, from Wagga out of there. And it's only when you go to some of the more recently owned hotels or pubs that you can still get a really good steak. Like there's a place in Wagga called the Coringal Inn. Their steak, they have specials, I think, 2-3 times a week, and their steaks are just wonderful. And
would those be as good as the steaks that are being sent overseas though, or not?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably. Because I think they have a way of getting in first at the abattoirs. And,
yeah, right.
But the Wagga abattoirs is a very, very big abattoir.
Your mother owned the cafe there for a long time, didn't she?
She ran the canteen,
yeah.
Maybe 25, 30 years. But another good place in Wagga was the Farmer's Rest, which used to belong to Darryl Kelly, who is now part owner of the Titans.
Gold Coast Titans forever.
And
I've got their shorts.
On top of everything, they make a pie, and it's quite a big pie, and you don't get a pie served up to you, you get a big portion of a made pie, and these are to die for. They're really, really good.
Farmer's Rest. So is it still owned by Darryl Kelly's family, or Darryl Kelly, or do you think he sold it? I thought I heard he sold it.
He sold it years ago, I believe.
Oh, it sounds like they're running it well still.
But they still must have the same connections with the abattoirs, I'd say.
Yeah, right.
But you can go to the other pubs like the Vic. The Vic is probably the most frequented pub in the main street of Wagga, and their steaks are very ordinary. Very, very ordinary. And
okay, so it sounds like even in Wagga you can't count on it necessarily that you're going to get great steaks, and definitely the rest of Australia you can't count on it either. So Charlie's right, the best stuff's going overseas, and just some places like the Farmer's Rest, and what's the other joint? Was it the Coringal Pub or something?
The Coringal Inn, yeah.
Coringal Inn. Yeah, they still got an inn somehow with the abattoirs, but yeah. And you got to remember too, you're right out there in Hereford country at Wagga as well. So, yeah.
And I do remember when we were in Darwin, you used to be able to get this package deal from Perth. If you bought a freezer from them under something like a 3 or 4 year plan, you could buy all your food from them as well. And it was always the very, very best. And the steaks that they sent up from Perth, I don't know where they got them from, but they were just brilliant.
Yeah, right.
And it was the literally pull apart with 2 forks, you could pull it apart.
Oh, yeah.
And it was so good. And all the other, you didn't have to buy mixed vegetables or anything like that, but generally what we did was bought all our meat from them and put them in the freezer. It was as simple as that. In the meantime, you're paying your freezer off, you're paying. Everything was good.
Well, hot damn.
Hot damn.